By 1914, so within roughly 20 years, 90% of Africa was colonized by Europeans. Hello kings and queens, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Fatima, aka African Diva, and this channel provides you with knowledge about Africa. So if you are looking for free education, do your sister a favor, press this button plus bell so you can be notified anytime I post a video. Thank you very much. Alright, with that said, let's get right to it. First, I'd like to give you a historical frame. Between 1891 and 1914, we had the so-called Scramble for Africa, meaning Europeans invaded the continent and fought over countries they wanted to have control over. By 1914, so within roughly 20 years, 90% of Africa was colonized by Europeans. The only two countries we consider to be uncolonized are Ethiopia, which is located in the east of Africa, and Liberia, which is situated in the west of Africa. Let's start off with Ethiopia. The background of the flag depicts the typical Pan-African colors, where green usually stands for fertility, yellow represents the sun and the mineral resources, and red shows the sacrifices for freedom. But the extraordinary star on their flag stands for the unity of all Ethiopian tribes, and the bright rays that descend from it should predict a bright future. Ethiopia is one of the world's oldest countries. It is even documented in the Bible as the Kingdom of Acts. In 1868, England tried to set in foot by dethroning the king. But their attempt failed, and as a result, they declared Ethiopia as unworthy of colonization. Yeah, doesn't make any sense. 26 years later, the Italians tried to shoot their shot. In the Battle of Adwa, it went from 1895 till 1896. But the Ethiopians learned from the past and just got better at defending themselves. There was no way in. During World War II, Mussolini, Italian's dictator, had the idea of forming Africa Orientale. Plus, he already had gained control over Eritrea and Somalia. So Ethiopia had to be next on his list. Unfortunately, it came to a brief military occupation from 1936 till 1941. He never gained colonial control. The Emperor Haile Selassie regained independence. Next up, we got Liberia. And I will say this, people are in two minds when it comes to considering Liberia as uncolonized. But I still wanted to tell their story. As you probably could tell from the flag I showed in the beginning, it does have a big resemblance to the American one. And here's why. It was founded by the US in 1821 to send free black people back to Africa. There was an organization called the American Colonization Society, which first was run by white Americans who believed that there was no place for free black people in the US. So they wanted the federal government to pay for their return. It caused problems within the Liberian community because on the one hand you had the Aboriginal people and on the other hand the westernized black people. However, because of this connection with the US, other European countries thought that Liberia was already occupied, which is why they didn't invade it. Alright kings and queens, that was it for today. Thank you so much for watching and listening through. I'm happy to see you next Thursday, and you know the deal. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. Thank you.